Jim and I have known each other and Nicole for a very long time, since 2015, I believe. And his journey has been incredible, and his journey has led me to you guys and gals. And it's just, from the bottom of my heart, first of all, I want to just say thank you for showing up and showing up for yourselves, but also showing up for each other. I mean, that's what this is all about, right? I mean, the fitness part of it is fun, and it's an effective workout and all that, but is that really what it's about? What do you guys think? What do you think it's really about? Yeah.
Accountability.
Right? Community, accountability, loving one another. I mean, how many of us here have gone through something in the last couple years and leaned on this community to be able to help you, to lean on this community to be here for you, right? And if you hadn't had something happen that's traumatic to you, you may, and you're always going to want to have those people around you. And there's a lot of negativity in the world. I think we can all agree with that. But the four walls of this gym breed positivity. And when you need it the most is when real, true family, which by the way doesn't have to be blood, is when real, true family shows up for one another. I've heard some incredible stories from this trip so far. I mean, the one that stands out the most to me is Andrea and you going through cancer and having this community to really just lean on and to get you through those times and to not judge you or not make subjective observations about what you were going through, and you guys truly wrap your arms around each other in the form of empathy, not sympathy. Empathy is feeling with someone, and sympathy is feeling for someone. And what we really come here to do is to, yes, focus on ourselves, but the byproduct of being able to focus on yourself is that you become a strong human being, a strong person. And your teammates, the people that are here, they need you, okay? They need you to be strong for them. Your family needs you to be strong for them. And I think it's what leadership is, right? Showing up for yourself, to better yourself so that you have more energy to give back to the people that you love the most. And for so long, we got it backwards in our society. For so long, and especially women, especially moms, now that I have children and my wife is a huge part of this business, she is the quintessential member now. And to be able to step into something every single day that is super hard, like who's nervous when they still, after all, I'm nervous. I was nervous this morning to get my butt kicked literally by Megan and Annie kicked my butt, and that nervousness that means you care, right? That's an energy that means, hey, when I show up and I put this work in on the floor, I'm nervous about it because I care about it. And when I do that, man, I become strong. And when I become strong, now I have the opportunity to affect those positively in my life that need me to be strong. And so there's a sense of personal responsibility that I have to lead the way, and my family has to lead the way. And I hope that you can see that in the way that we've grown this business. I hope that you can see that in the way that we interact with you all. And I hope that it's inspiring and empowering for you to be the cornerstone of your life. And if you feel like you're not there yet, then keep showing up. Keep showing up and keep showing up, because you're not just building biceps when you come to the gym. You're building character more than anything else. You want to be the person, right? And I'm preaching to the choir, but you want to be the person that shows up, does hard things, does it with a smile on their face, encourages other people around them to also join them on the journey, rather than what most people do in society is try to tear someone else's building down to build up their own and have the tallest building. And I said this at the other locations that I was at, so if this is redundant, I apologize. But when I think about strength, when I think about community and how I would want Burn to be represented in a state that is not my home state, and a gym that's not my home gym, that's where my gratitude comes from, because this Hoover started it, right? And now you have, the Homewood came second, now you have Meadowbrook, and that birthed something that I can feel here. There's like an energy here that when I walked into the parking lot and I started to approach this door, there was like an energy that exuded out, and it was a positive one, and I could feel it. Do you guys feel that when you walk in the door? I mean, that is that energy that if you keep showing up and you keep showing up, you will become a byproduct of the environment that you're in. So who's new? Who's like newish, 6 months or less? Anybody in here 6 months or less? Y'all are OGs, huh? Y'all like, I ain't showing up. I've known you for 4 years. I'm not just showing up as brand new. Okay, so you get what I'm talking about, right? And so it's like, hey, how powerful of a responsibility is that to be able to take what you've acquired and then transfer that energy to not only the people in your life, but to the people that are going to come in here for this winter promotion in 2023 that need you more than you know. Because what you've gone through things in your life, I've gone through things in my life, and we go through things as human beings, right? And you never know how much that high five, how much that just subtle word of encouragement. For some of you that you guys slap each other on the butt all the time or whatever, it's like you never, you, look at you. Just the girl. Yeah, of course. You never know how that little seemingly insignificant act of encouragement, you never know how far that goes. You never know. And I've just traveled this country and met so many Burn members, and when I get a chance to spend 1 minute with each of, the 40 people that want to stay after a camp and tell me their story, I get 1 minute. And if they got 1 minute, they're going to tell me everything in their life in that 1 minute as concisely as they can, everything that they've struggled with and how this has helped them overcome it. And so just realize that going in, that if you're in the place where, hey, your confidence is here. Like, I talk to two people. I talk to people whose confidence is way up here and they know there's a next level. I talk to people that are at rock bottom, like I once was, and that have nowhere else to go. People in the middle don't like me. They don't like me because I put too much pressure on them to hold themselves accountable for themselves and others. And my gratitude comes from seeing that here, and I wanted to just end with thank you for that, because that's the reason some of you are in here today, is because somebody else, that high five encouraged you, that slap on the butt encouraged you, that just positive affirmation that you heard one time that the person probably doesn't even remember, but that one instance in their life was a pivotal moment, a game-changing moment for them, and that's what community is, right? That's what community is to be able to pick each other up, build each other up. So thank you. Continue to do that. It's a big year. Who's excited for this year? Yeah, I'm excited for this year. Hey, I don't know about y'all. I like to set goals. I don't do it in like the New Year's resolution fashion, but I'll set like, hey, I have one outcome for this year. And my one outcome for this year is every interaction that I have with another human being, I want to walk away better, and I want them to walk away better from that interaction. And, think about who you want to evolve into this year. I'm not talking about a New Year's resolution. I'm talking about what's your evolution. What's going to be your evolution, that one thing that you can download into your character this year that is going to take your life from 2022 version of you to 2023 version of you. And then we'll go another version and another version. And before you know it, you're constantly upgrading, and life is great. You have a beautiful life, family, friends, health, fitness, and some biceps to go along with it. All right? All right, we'll get ready to work out here in about 10 minutes. So I will end my sentimental talk here, and we'll spend about 10 minutes getting ready. Anything that anybody would want to say while we still have a few minutes left? Anything that anybody would want to say just in the vein of what I'm talking about? Anyone? Anyone? You're so welcome, Karen. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Karen and I talked on Instagram. She was deadlifting. It was a deadlift, wasn't it? Straddle squat. 95 pounds? Yeah, it was like 95 pounds. And I was scrolling through Instagram one day, because that's what I do. Like, I go to #BurnBootCamp. There's like 320,000 posts, and now that's all I do. I just scroll through and like and comment and DM. And I came across Karen's, I think it was a DM that we were sending, and you had tagged me in it, and I was like, man, yes, yeah. She slid in. Slide in, Karen. Let's slide right in there. Yep. And, no matter where you're at on your journey, it's fun to do it together. So, Karen, thank you for being an example. And give Karen a round of applause, everybody.